Hello and welcome. This one's all about virtual case-based client care, VCBC. I'm going to go over what it actually is, everything you need to do before and during the session, and exactly how it's graded so you can walk in every week ready to score the full 100 points. I'll cover what VCBC is, your prep work, the chat requirements, camera and attendance rules, how to show up ready with your SBAR and CJMM, which is your clinical judgment measurement model, how to answer questions strategically, and then a full breakdown of the grading rubric so nothing about your grade is a surprise. So, what is VCBC? It's your live weekly post conference, a Teams meeting that runs about an hour with a small group of 7 to 8 classmates and your professor. It's not a lecture, it's a debrief built entirely around a patient scenario you completed on your own, whether it was the graded VR patient or shadow health patient from the previous week. You're expected to show up ready to talk through that patient in real depth, which is exactly what I will walk you through on the next few slides. Your prep work happens the week before, not the morning of. You need to complete your VR patient or shadow health patient assignment before your VCBC session because that patient is what the entire hour is built around. You'll be asked about them directly. And just like a real clinical day, you're expected to show up in scrubs with your badge, hair tied back, and no nails. This is graded like a clinical shift, so prep like it's one. Show up on time. As soon as class starts, a few things need to go straight into the chat. Your first and last name, plus your section number, a clinical-based article or link with its DOI, and a short summary explaining how that article ties into the week's topic or patient. Note, this semester I've heard that providing an article piece is optional. However, I would suggest that you double check with your professor directly rather than assuming. Better safe than losing points on a technicality. This is the part that can genuinely fail you, so take it seriously. Your camera has to be on for the entire session. If you're off camera for more than 15 minutes, that whole session counts as an absence. And if you rack up 2 or more absences, you fail the class and have to retake it. So the bottom line is simple. Show up, stay on camera, and just get it done. It's really not worth gambling with. The single best thing you can do to score high is walk in over prepared on your own patient. That means taking real notes while you complete your VR or shadow health assignment. Not just enough to finish it, but enough to discuss it live under pressure. Be ready to give a full SBAR on your patient without any notice, and be ready to walk through the CJMM for that same patient. If you can do both of those, you'll be confident for the rest of the session. Participation is graded, but so is how you participate. When your professor asks a question, try to always have an answer ready, but only give one answer at a time so there's a room left for your classmates to contribute to. If about 10 questions get asked over the session, aim to speak up on most of them. Go for the 10, even if that means elaborating on a classmate's answer instead of coming up with something brand new. That still counts, and it shows you're engaged without dominating the conversation. Here's the full grading picture. Your instructor grades your participation, attitude, understanding of the concept, and critical thinking during the debrief, broken into 5 scored categories plus attendance: professionalism and participation, patient-centered care and safety, teamwork and collaboration, and QI and evidence-based practice are each worth 20 points. Communication and informatics is worth 15 points. Attendance is worth 5 points. That's a full 100 points, and each category is graded as either meets, approaching, or does not meet expectations. There's no partial credit in between, so the next 2 slides show you exactly what meets expectation looks like. So let's go through what meets expectation actually looks like, starting with the first 3 categories. Professionalism and participation means being on time, in uniform, prepared, active in both the pre and post brief, and communicating professionally and ethically. Patient-centered care and safety means genuinely reflecting on the patient scenario, identifying real shortcomings and takeaways, not just saying it went fine. And teamwork and collaboration means sharing the discussion and supporting psychological safety, not dominating the conversation and not diminishing what your classmates contribute. The last three categories round things out. QI and evidence-based practice means identifying real takeaways from the scenario and the course concept and actually saying how they'll improve your future patient interactions, not just checking a box. Communication and informatics means keeping a stable connection, staying visible on camera the entire time, and communicating in a way that supports everyone's psychological safety. And attendance is the simplest one, 5 points, all or nothing, just for showing up to the required session. So here's your weekly checklist for the full 100 points. Finish your VR or shadow health patient early and know everything about them as if it was your patient in a clinical setting. Show up dressed the part, get your name, section number, and article requirements into the chat right at the start. Keep your camera on the entire time, and when you're called on, be ready with your SBAR and CJMM, giving one solid answer to each question. Do that consistently, and you've got professionalism, patient care, teamwork, QI, communication, and attendance all covered. Show up prepared, stay visible, and the 100 points are yours. I get that no matter how well you do, some professors in VCBC will never give you the full 100 points. But look at it this way. They're not grading you down just to be mean, but they are really trying to prepare you for the real world and helping you to become a better nurse. This is the end of my video, but if you try any of these tips, please come back and leave a comment. I would love to hear how you did. Like and subscribe below. I have more videos coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.